Alright, take number 2. Hey, what's happening, guys? Alex here, back in the Scarborough borough, the always diverse part of town. And we're here at the intersection of Birchmount Road and Eglinton Avenue East, here at the eastern end of the Golden Mile neighborhood. And it's another nice day out. Whoa, shit. Oh, God. Yep, they're working on 41 Division for Toronto Police Service. A new building, I believe. that made me jump, man. But anyways, this is take number 2 because as I was starting my walk, I zoom in and I see one of the Eglinton crosstown LRVs testing heading eastbound. So that's in its own video. So maybe you guys might have seen it by now. But I knew I would see one though. I knew I would see one. It was just about. It was just like when I was starting my walking video, so it interrupted me for a good cause, and I had to film that. It's like the second time I caught it from the same intersection. Last year, the first time was also this intersection, but I was like super excited. I was filming because it was my first time catching it from the street. But God knows when are we gonna ride this? Metrolink says it's 98% complete. But they still have to figure out some deficits and quality control issues. But Phil Vester says there's progress has been made, but they still got to sort out a couple of things. But I'm confident. I don't care what you guys say, but I am confident this line opens in the next 6 months. Because words cannot describe my excitement, my hype for this line. As someone lived along Eglinton all his entire life, I'm very well looking to writing a piece of transit history. And since I've witnessed the opening of the REM in Montreal, it's pretty much given me an idea of how to be excited for something like this. Because this is obviously a long time in the making for this city. Anyway, we were walking east along Eglinton Avenue on the north side. And I thought I was gonna get thrown off because they're doing construction here. As I mentioned, as you can see, they're building the 41 Division. But that cement truck was just reversing out, so paved the way for me, anyways. It's been a while since I filmed a walk along Eglinton Avenue East. As I said, I'm pretty much repetitive when it comes to filming like one of the busier streets close to home. I mean, this is not close to home, but we're gonna take this to Midland Avenue on a nice, warm, late morning here on a Thursday. I believe today is the 21st of September, 2023. We got a group of pigeons here in this typical suburban strip plaza, and there's a wow. That was pretty interesting. And that Kia needs its muffler tuned up. Holy hell. I was hoping to catch an LRV coming out from the tunnel up ahead, right onto Iron View Station. Like I tried to catch it after school last year, but it never really worked out. But walking further up ahead towards Golden Mile, it was worth it. By the way, I did film an elevator inside, but I was in and out in like 60 seconds because it was a retro Canadian Northern elevator. And unfortunately, I could only go up to the 2nd floor because all the other floors up to 7 were locked off. You need a key card to access it. What a shame. Oh well, but there's another elevator that I want to film at the end of this video, so we have some apartments around here, low-rise, the low-rise variety. And this is Rosemount Drive as I'm being serenaded by a friggin' wasp. But man, I'm really glad I caught the LRV testing once again. I think it's normal for me to see them being tested across the line. As you guys know, I live in York, And sometimes when I'm at Mount Dennis, I always see them testing on the elevated portion. And that was the video I posted last week. So I believe we're not too far from the lines opening, but Vester said that he would provide a technical briefing on the line at some point, hopefully like this month. And he said, they really want to share with the public. Yeah, we do. We demand to know what the hell is happening, especially back in spring when those freaking quality control issues were unveiled, right? Look, if this is all complete, right? How come there's minor problems already? Like, God, that's just driving me nuts. But still, I don't care what you guys say if this line completes is ready to it's completed in like what friggin' 2035, 2040, whatever. No, I am confident. I am very confident that it is next year. As we're now walking by the Iron View station. Forgot to even mention the time. It is 11:15. I could have started 15 minutes ago. I was just about to until that LRV distracted me for a good cause. And for those of you that are not from Toronto or even from Ontario, you guys may take notice of the bilingual signage. Well, that's because Metrolinx is part of the government of Ontario. So at a federal level, they have to use English and French. Unfortunately, though, with Metrolinx building the LRT, it has come with inconsistency with the signage, as well as a credible timeline. But nevertheless, I'm still very well looking forward to this shit and riding it every day instead of having to go downtown to use line 2 or take the 32 or 34 buses. Yeah, here's a good thumbnail shot. There's a work guy up on the eastbound platform. Yeah, name any transit enthusiast that I watch or vlogger, they're gonna be there. Just like how all the Montreal vloggers were at the opening week of the REM. Alright, so we have another suburban strip plaza here on the north side, as well as a public library. And on the other side, this plaza has been boarded up for over a year and a half, and they still haven't done anything with it. And these suburban style strip plazas are a common thing here in Scarborough. And I like my diversity in that because these strip plazas, they have a variety of the Asian, it's basically the melting pot. You got Asian, Middle Eastern establishments, Korean, whatever culture you can think of, you can definitely find it anywhere in Scarborough. I found an old Schindler elevator in this building. Unfortunately, that building on the southeast corner has modernized elevators. I don't like to film modernized elevators. It's so bland, boring. Unless it's like part of my childhood, or it's a decent mod. Like I filmed many elevators that had decent mods or still in their original controllers. This is the tunnel portal diving into Kennedy Station. And fun fact, Kennedy Station was supposed to be the first and only subway station that connects to 3 lines, but with the RT closed last month, officially, that's now back down to 2. But for now, Kennedy Station is just lonely with line 2, but we will get our line 5 very soon. Rest assured. As we're coming up to Kennedy Road. And from here, I'm gonna cross to the other side. since we're about halfway done. I don't know if this is the Dorset Park neighborhood. I don't know. So after this, I'm gonna film an elevator. That's a nice green Buick. I think it's a Buick. Or I don't know. I don't know. And we're going to go over the rail corridor as well as the former RT infrastructure. I can see the radio tower over at the Golden Mile. Hey, there's another... Oh, come on! That's another LRT vehicle! Oh well, I'm way too far from it now. It's okay, I got the first one though. At least you're testing it more frequently, like across the line. Yeah, you can clearly see it. Yeah, right there where that lady is blocking my view. Yeah. I'm way too far. Oh well. And Scarborough doesn't really feel the same without the RT. I've already talked a lot about the rise and the fall of this, what was the unique part of transit history, which will forever be cherished. So we don't have a line 3 anymore, but we have 3 physical subway lines. But we will get our 4th one back when the Eglinton line opens, but that's still going to be line 5. And no, why the hell would they renumber it? Because we're already be getting a new line 3, which is the Ontario line, which will be a light metro line, very similar to the REM. This is a very busy area, very busy transit hub. Got subways, buses, commuter trains. And you can also get a good view of the skyline. So now with the RT closed, we got replacement buses on the 903. Running on priority lanes on Kennedy, Midland, and Progress Avenue. As you can see, they've just finished painting the priority lines. Eventually, they're gonna finish building a new bus terminal just south of the existing station. Because eventually, most of the important bus routes in Scarborough will actually extend here. So that way, no one would have to transfer. And there's the now abandoned turnaround loop. Because originally, this is a long story, I'm not going to explain everything, but the line was supposed to use streetcars. But the government persuaded the TTC to use the ICTS technology, which at the time was advanced. But the turnaround loop caused a huge number of setbacks, as well as like derailments. And that problem was only ever fixed when they rebuilt the Line 3 platform. So before it was a typical side platform, but now it's a quasi-Spanish solution where doors open both sides. And there was a platform for boarding and another one for alighting. I did see one vehicle up on the turnaround loop like once. It's rarely ever used. Unfortunately, a teenager was shot here on Monday, and I was an hour close to witnessing it. Like I was coming back from school, and it was an hour before the shooting. But the city has decided to use all that money from the delayed Eglinton and Finchwest lines to hire even more TTC personnel to combat the safety issues, which is obvious. It's totally a good thing, but it still has people on edge. But I don't know if I should be confident in this, because TPS is lacking like whatever communication and what it takes to get confidence back to normal. Because TPS hasn't really been. Okay, well they try, but unfortunately, like it just takes so long for them to get over to the scene. Anyway, enough of that. Hopefully, all these new safety measures will be a benefit. There's the 905 Arctic Nova, which I don't really like. But oh, there's the abandoned RT infrastructure. And I was standing here 4 weeks ago making a tribute video saying that we will never ever see one along this right of way. There's the Kennedy GO station. I was there last week. Got off the Stovall line after spending another day at the Area Pacific Mall. I love how you get this view of downtown all the way from here. It's amazing. I love the views like that. Oh, and by the way, this Saturday, TTC is hosting a farewell party for Line 3 at Scarborough Center Station. And there's going to be a train in service and merchandise, a cake saying happy retirement. So I'm going to be there, but I don't know if there's going to be a video though. Even though the event might be small, it's probably going to be a good turnaround. Or it's going to have a good turn up from people like me, you know? And that's pretty much going to be my last ever time on an RT train. Even though not in motion. But at least they're having a send-off. Because again, the line was originally supposed to close in November, but obviously it closed early because of a derailment that sent multiple people to hospital. So my last ride at the RT was back in July, so 4 days before the derailment. I've already reminisced about my memories on the RT in my tribute video. I truly do miss it. While I do understand that all good things must come to an end, it's just it's just a huge loss to the people of Scarborough, and they freaking deserve better. And they've just started a whole lot of work here and construction, as I think that's eventually going to be the launch shaft for the Scarborough subway extension as we're coming up to Midland Avenue. Oh, there's a GO train just pulling in. I can't believe I missed that. Oh well. Yeah, 2 times I had to do a bad timing in one video. Like, holy shit. Yeah, you can literally see it right there. I think what I'm gonna do after I film my elevator, I'm gonna hop on the bus and grab a nice meal at the Golden Arches. Finally, they got coupons, so I'm gonna take advantage of them, as I'm starting to get kind of hungry. But as I was saying, at the northeast corner, there used to be a plaza that had a Tim Hortons and a Pizza. But that's just good. But that now is going to be a launch shaft for the tunnel boring machines. Originally, I had opposed the Line 2 Eastern Extension. I mean, they really just kind of kept Line 3 in service. But all those upgrades were very costly, but it's okay. I'm still looking forward to this. It just won't be the same without the RT and its like uniqueness, right? There's more of everything to see along Eglinton. More plazas, more shops, restaurants. It's very interesting around here. Even though I did a walk over a year ago in the other direction, but I'm sure I'll get back to that eventually. But all of this construction kind of ruins it. And what do you expect? Eglinton's going to be just like this for the next freaking 20 years. You won't see an end to it. But guys, we are going to wrap up this video on the southeast corner of Eglinton and Midland. And there's the construction site. I'm not sure why they added lanes there and paved them. I don't know what the deal was behind it, but it looks cool. But I will leave it when I see it. So anyway, guys, so thank you very much for watching another one of my walking vids around Toronto. And if you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. So I'm gonna go inside this building here, film an elevator, and then I'm gonna go to Mickey D's and grab some lunch. I am getting hungry. Take care, guys. Adios and bye-bye.